welcome to your reading. I don't have any specific messages that I was wanting to pick up for my viewers. I'm just going to see what naturally wants to be said. I was meditating on a few different animals, and I wanted to see what messages would come out in association with that energy. And for the first pile, I've associated it with the bat. And so let's see what I pick up. So I see here that we have the Ten of Swords in reverse paired with what appears to be the Page of Pentacles, accompanied with the card that has the number 6, and the word on this card is dismay. So yeah, I'm feeling like something has happened to you, and it doesn't have to be something extreme, right? It could be, but I'm just picking up whatever you're feeling. It's definitely it's an association with you feeling burnt out or exhausted. I don't know if you've been having a hard time sleeping. I don't know if you're adjusting to a new workout schedule. I'm just picking up something about your environment is making you feel different physically. Yeah, like I feel like you're not feeling the most positive at this time. I'm seeing a lot of gray waters. The moon is shadowed, or no, actually this is the sun. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like what you portray to other people is a lot of confidence. And on this Page of Pentacles, I see that she has bags under her eyes, but she's still standing tall. And then when I compare it to the dismay on the other side, yeah, I just feel like you've face planted. I feel like there's a part of you that just wants to lie down and just, yeah, I just feel like I'm just picking up somebody who's like not in the mood to socialize as like they may typically, or maybe you already are like an introverted person, but you do like to enjoy new experiences. But something's just telling me though that I feel like that you feel a lack of like fun in your life, a lack of excitement. Yeah, I'm just feeling like a level of like feeling deserted, feeling alone. Again, I'm feeling like these are walls, because when I look at this May, there's like this woman surrounded by all these tents, and there's nobody in them, right? They're all empty. She's the only one, and it's a very moody night. But the moon is shining directly on her. And then I see this in the Ten of Swords, they're following like a circular motion, these swords. And so yeah, I feel like there's a lot of walls you've put up. I feel like there's a lot of walls that you've had to pull up because of the energy that you've had to deal with. But despite that, right, I feel like despite the dismay and all the gray and feelings of yeah, like I'm just picking up someone who knows what betrayal feels like. And because of that, I feel like there's times where you're filled with this level of, I want to say, bitterness. I want to say there is a retaliation to let your walls down. I think, like, again, rightfully because of your past, there's a reason why you feel such a need to protect yourself. I think, I know you know that it feels like you've just been met with a lot of opposing energy, and it's not energy that you feel is in alignment with you. But when I'm seeing the Ten of Swords, so this means that this is a sign that you are meant to have a comeback. Your courage is what will help you rise again. The things that tried to go against you, you're going to defeat them, and not by giving them your energy, right? Not by, yeah, I feel like, yes, it's important to stand up for yourself, but I feel like these people want your energy, they want your retaliation, they want your anger, they want to argue with you. And the universe doesn't want you to focus on that. The universe wants you to focus on your internal landscape, your environment, your dreams. This is how you're going to persevere, and this is how you're going to take down the people that have once betrayed you. And it's going to be by you taking off your energy from them and focusing it all on your life and on yourself. And this is how you are going to prevail. Again, I'm talking to somebody who knows what betrayal feels like. So yes, I feel like naturally the sting has left you guarded. The sting has left you, I feel like at times doubting your level of discernment, but you need to forgive yourself. I feel like you really did try to give people the benefit of the doubt because of your good nature, because of your loving and peaceful nature. But moving forward, you know that you don't have to step all over people to get to your triumph or to get to where you want to be. You don't need to give thoughts to these people in your past that have betrayed you. You've learned your lesson now. You know what that looks like in people. You know what that looks like in your environment. And the universe just wants you to keep moving on from those types of individuals, those types of environments that just create exhaustion and burnout and negativity and to just remove yourself from people and environments that are not deserving of your loyalty or your trust. Because truly, by you moving on and not looking back, you will begin to feel all of your energy come back to you. And I'm just picking up this strong energy is if people have left you in the dark, if people have left you alone, and then once you rise again, right, and with all your success, these people see your comeback and they try to get a piece of your new life. I'm just feeling like it's not about hatred, but I feel like there's a lot of people that don't deserve your reconciliation. They don't deserve your friendship. And the universe just wants you to remember that. I'm really picking that up. Though, yeah, I'm picking up a person who's been very loving and kind, but yeah, it's time to be practical. It's time to remember the receipts of of the true colors that this person showed you. Yeah, and it's just time to I'm just picking up it's just time to fill up your cup again. Again, when I look at the Page of Pentacles, and this one, it depicts a woman, and she looks like she has bags under her eyes. So I feel like you have been working really hard. I feel like you have been doing your best to follow this strong sense of purpose. I feel like at times it may seem cloudy and things don't seem sure, but this is a strong indication that there's a strong message here that yeah, I just feel like it's not about materialism, but I'm just feeling whatever you're going to invest in is definitely going to return and itself back to you in materialized things. And I'm picking up a person who's not materialistic, but I do feel like you're very stylish. I feel like you have great taste. I feel like I'm just picking up a person that you hold a lot of qualities, and yeah, I feel like you're going to be, I just feel like whatever you're working hard on, it's going to reap abundances. This finance is going to really set you up. It's going to allow you to do many things with it. And I'm just picking up that the universe wants you to be practical and resourceful and invest. I'm hearing property. I'm feeling yeah, there's a lot of good things you could do with this money. I feel like you could return it back to the community somehow. I don't know if you have an interest in the protection of, I'm feeling like it's a lot like the protection of children, the protection of women, the protection of immigrants. I'm just feeling like, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to is like a humanitarian. I feel like whoever I'm talking to has, yeah, I'm just feeling like you have an educational background, and if not, I just feel like you've always been interested in academic studies, right? Because you don't have to be enrolled into a school or a university. I feel like we all know this. Like, yes, that obviously can allow more opportunity in a different sense, but you can also you can always find material like books and things online that can help you educate yourself around the academics that you have an interest in. And what I'm feeling is like, yeah, I feel like because you've suffered so much, I feel like despite your suffering, I just feel like you just hold a lot of love for humanity. I feel like you want to do good things for humanity. I feel like, and you definitely want to be treated with more respect. And I feel like this is the period of time that you're walking into. Again, by you seeing what's not good for you and you walking away from it and putting all your love towards things that are reciprocal, all your love and your attention and your energy and your ideas and your mental space. Like, I just feel like, yeah, I'm just speaking this, I feel like, yeah, I'm feeling like, yeah, there's like a learning aspect to this, right? Like, I feel like you're wanting to make a difference in the world. Like, I'm seeing that this is gonna happen, like you're gonna have an effect in social circles, right? But it's gonna take time. I can't say that I can't say when it's going to happen. I'm not getting a timeline. I'm just feeling like, just know that good news is on the way when it's in regards to abundance and something growing and something expanding and something that's going to touch people. Yeah, it's a lot of good news. And this is, I feel like, exactly what you needed to hear at this time, because I'm just feeling like there's a lot of shadowy energy that's clouding your perception and really lowering your vibration. So this is just a remembrance to keep going, and that there's a lot of courage in you and a lot of intelligence and unique qualities in you and beauty and this tenderness and this love that's so meant to be shared with the world, and the world is going to reciprocate it. It's just about putting that love and that attention to the right places in your life. Okay, well, this is the message that I have for my pile 1. Hi pile 2, this is your pile. I didn't have a specific intention of like what I wanted the messages to be focused around. I just wanted to I just felt really called to like meditate on specific animals, and for pile 2 it was the white horse, and so meditating upon that and then just asking for channeled messages associated with that animal energy. We're going to see what appears today. So I see right now we have the 7 of Swords in reverse paired with this card called the Survivor, and it has the number 21 on it. And so right away, yeah, I feel like you've been really taking time away to yourself. I feel like, yeah, you've been taking time away from other people. I feel like you've been a little more cautious about who you're around. I feel like you're suspecting some level of gossip or insincerity in your environment, and I feel like right, because I feel like when I look at the Survivor, I feel like people, right, if we're gonna look at this from like a psychologist standpoint, it's like when people are in survival mode as survivors, they can read a lot of nuances in their environment, in the air, in the tone of someone's voice, in the facial expressions that one gives. I feel like you've just been picking up a lot of red flags or a lot of alerts about people, and the universe wants you to be more cautious about what you're receiving, right? They want you to like really to not be afraid to like conduct a little more research. And when I say that, I feel like you're catching something and it's alerting you, and it's not you making this up in your head. I think this is very much something that you're picking up in the air. Yeah, I feel like you're just tired of feeling like people deceiving you. And I think you're also just tired of feeling like you need to pretend that everything's okay. Like, I think you're finally allowing yourself to feel what you have to feel. I'm also feeling this level of, yeah, I'm feeling like you feel this great level of, I feel like you're feeling instability at this time. And again, I feel like you're feeling like you're feeling a lot of energy in your field, and I feel like you're having a hard time pinpointing it. And I feel like you're wondering, like, who is this coming from? Why are they doing this? What could this possibly mean? And I get it. I think that can definitely be overwhelming. I just feel like whatever negativity is occurring in your field, though, the universe is not going to let that destroy your reputation. They will not allow it to destroy you. They want to repair you. Universe, your spirit team, your angels, they see what you're going through. They see how you've been hurt and how you've been cut by people. And I can see that they're definitely like calling out to you not to like go down a path of self-destruction, not to give these people the satisfaction of you isolating and like hiding from the world. Like, you deserve to have the sun on your skin. You deserve to feel good things. Yeah, like, I feel like, I just feel like there's a part of you that's seeing the world through your window, and you're very scared, I feel like, to put yourself out there. Not just like, I feel like with friendships, but I feel like in your creative interests, in your own opinions. Yeah, I just feel like even with family, because I feel like you know that based off of like your belief, like that may not always like be in alignment with other people's, and so to prevent like an argument, I feel like you do your best to always be the bigger person is what I'm feeling. And I just feel like this is a level of that though that's creating a lot of internal, yeah, I just feel like a lot of negativity internally for you. And I don't really feel like the universe doesn't want you to start wars with people or intentionally hurt people or cut people back based off of like your opposing opinion, but I do feel like it's okay to challenge people on their belief system, not because you're trying, again, to cause negativity, but you're allowed to speak up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in, because if you don't, there's a level of you that you feel like you're hiding or you're deceiving yourself or you're behind a facade. And I feel like there's a level of you that feels like, based off of like not knowing how the other person or other environment, how others will react, you just want to act like everything's all right. And it's not that you were playing into what other people believe. You just want things to be peaceful. But I feel like inevitably, like, this is just harming you, because you don't deserve to be in the sea full of people who don't see things the way that you do, and then you just be silent about it. I feel like this is definitely a time to not be scared of speaking up for oneself or what you believe in, despite how other people may respond. I feel like this is just going to alleviate a lot of the pain that you feel, a lot of the self-destruction you want to tap into. I feel like it's going to lead you down a different path. I feel like a path of like least resistance, you could say. I feel like a path that you know, because you're a little, yeah, I feel like you don't follow the pack. You're definitely a lone wolf. You're like your own person, right? I feel like it's just time to step away from like the mainstream and to begin repairing yourself by speaking your truth, and by walking in your true authenticity, your story. And yeah, I just feel like you've cried enough. I feel like the clouds are changing colors for you. I feel like for a long time you felt surrounded by, I feel like you felt this cloud following you everywhere. And now when looking in this picture, the survivor, she's not being swallowed by the water. It almost looks like it's this goddess standing in the water, and she can see the sun blaring through these darker clouds. And behind it, you can see a canvas of like orange, reddish, yellowish tones. I feel like there's whispers that you're hearing there, and it's not negative whispers. I feel like The universe wants you to stop bounding yourself to things that don't serve you. Like bounding yourself, yeah, because I feel like you bounding yourself, like you're stopping from sharing your light and your truth and your story with the world, and that definitely saddens and pains the universe, your spirit team, your angels, those that are there for you and are there for their highest good in your life. I just feel like, yeah, they just get really sad. I feel like they see such a beautiful person who's struggled immensely, but despite all that, there's still a lot of like hope you hold in your eyes and softness and love that you want to speak and comfort you want to provide others, and like humanity is what I'm saying. Like I feel like you do want to be a person that others can depend on. I just feel like for a long time you were that person, and I feel like you never had that for yourself. I feel like you've been wanting and craving the opportunity to find a space or people, your tribe of people that you could lean on, this especially during times of like uncertainty. And I'm seeing more than ever you're gonna find that, but again, it has to come from you stepping out of like this comfort zone of yours. I feel like there are people waiting out there for you that will appreciate your light and all of that you are, right? Like whatever you've been through. Again, I'm speaking to somebody who survived a lot of challenges, a lot of things, paths of self-destruction that you've caused or other people have tried to cause to you. Like again, I'm feeling like this is somebody's life that's been affected by slander and by mistreatment. And yeah, looking from the outside in, a lot of people would say that the way you were treated was definitely unethical, was undeserving. And you don't need to worry about those individuals that hurt you and like how their karma will be returned to them. Like the universe just wants you to work on yourself, to again be to leave outside your box or the circle that you've created for yourself, and to place yourself in things that make you feel happy, of things that make you feel peaceful, of things that make you feel let up, right? Like there's so many things you could do. I feel like if you're not a person who likes going and being in the city, maybe there's a tour that you could do, like a cave tour or a hiking trail, or yeah, I'm just feeling like, or maybe like a ceramics class, or a jewelry making class, or an acting class, or I'm just feeling like there's so many things here. Again, I feel like you're a light. I feel like there's something about you that needs to be seen and heard. And so I feel like all the universe wants to tell you is it's just time. It's just time to know that you're more than all the pain people have put you through, and there's still a light in you that's screaming to be shared. Again, with the world, not for like selfish reasons, but because again, I feel like you feel like this light that you have in you, others can relate to, and you can create a real community of people that can uplift each other, believe in each other, inspire each other, and it doesn't have to be an environment or anyone's worrying about who's going to betray them or who's going to sabotage them. Like you're going to be really creating something special and being surrounded by people that you can truly believe in and trust. Alright, well, these were the messages that I have for pile 2. Bye. Until the next one. Hi, pile 3. So, just so that my viewers are aware, I wanted to meditate on a few images of a few different animals today. And for the pile 3, the animal that I was meditating on was the lion. And so these are the messages, channeled messages that are associated with this animal energy that wanted to come out. So what I'm seeing here is I see the Ace of Wands in reverse. And so immediately I feel, because there's a lot of fire, and it appears to be like almost like this air balloon attached to this, what appears to be a staff, right? And then there's fire below this person's hand. So yeah, I feel like there's a part of you that wants to let something go. I think you've been receiving some level of like pushback when it comes to a creation of yours, and I feel like this is something that you've really worked on for some time, because next to it is for the other card, oracle card that I have, it's like a collection of paintings this person has, and they're all tucked away, and you can see them all hung up on the wall, leaning against each other. I am underneath a table, like on another table. So I feel like you've been really focused and persistent, and again, I'm feeling like there's a level of you feeling like really disappointed, because I feel like you're making all these creations and nobody's getting to see them, nobody's connecting with them. You know, I feel that. I feel like you feel like a level of like, it's very hurtful for you. I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's a level of, as an artist, where you feel really like tormented, because you want your art to be shared with the world, and I feel like the times that you have, maybe you're not gaining the level of attraction or attention that you had hoped. But I'm seeing that despite these setbacks, the universe wants you to just keep adjusting your goals, keep preparing accordingly into the things that keep happening. Like, yes, I'm seeing that things are coming up and they're sidetracking you and they're really taking away from your focus. I'm picking up, like, there's a level of this energy being, yeah, like, I feel that they're asking for you to be, I'm not saying, and they're not saying that you haven't been focused and persistent, right? The universe, your spirit team, your angels that are there for your highest good. I do see that. What's going on, though, is that they're asking for more determination to see this through, to finish it. Yeah, it's just there's a spiritual lesson that it's requiring of you to have really, really strong willpower and to exercise it, and that you will be amazed on how you'll be able to overcome these setbacks. Like, these setbacks aren't a sign from the universe to stop what you're doing. These setbacks are for you too. Yeah, they're asking for you to, though the future may look unclear, the outcome, right? They don't want you to fall into procrastination or not finishing things through or getting sidetracked. Like, I feel like whatever you're preparing, whatever you're working on, yeah, whatever outlet you're in business you're trying to like start off the ground, or this outlet that you're trying to, yeah, I feel like evolve into, like, I feel like you're trying to evolve into a different pathway when it comes to this goal of yours, and that's exactly what you need to be doing. Like, this isn't an indication of you lacking clarity. Like, the setbacks are just testing you of like how bad you really want this situation to come to fruition. Like, I am just picking that up, you know. I feel like though to you it may feel like, oh, because the outcome is unclear and things have been so hard, maybe I need to give up on this creative endeavor, or just this endeavor. But that's not true. This endeavor has great potential for success, and yeah, this is just your sign to keep going hard, to keep focusing, to keep returning back to this thing, despite how sidetracked you may get, despite what's going on in your life. Yeah, it's just asking for you to turn around and to transmute all that negativity and all that lack of clarity. Yeah, and all that, like, I just feel like whatever the lack is, whatever that energy is, the lack energy, it's just asking for you to not sit in it, to not wallow in it, to not succumb to it, but to retaliate, and to retaliate towards this lack energy by transmuting it, by reprogramming your brain when you start to feel this lack energy. They want you to reclaim your power and to transmute that. It's going to hurt, and you're going to be disappointed in the long run if you don't follow through with it, is what I'm feeling. That is what's going to hurt, is that you never really, I'm feeling like you're going to look back on it and wonder, if I would have just given this a little more time, if I would have just held on for another year, if I would have just held on I just feel like what I'm hearing is like, yeah, it's just like, if I would have just kept going, what could have been of my life? And I feel like the universe doesn't want you to look back on this period of your life as a what if, or I could have done this differently, I wish I would have done this differently. They want you to, everything that you're wishing, like, 4, they want you to do, like, instead of I wish I could do this differently, they want you to plan accordingly to yeah, like whatever idea you're having that you think can like really shift this endeavor to being something lucrative, something that can gain attraction, something that can gain attention, like go for it. This is your time to be experimental. This is your time to look at it very differently. Like, you have nothing to lose, and whatever what ifs, turn those into reality at this period in your time. There is no reason for you to speak in that type of like past tense of what if. This is your period of time. Your time is now. Like, act on the things that you really think can change your life. You will be immensely surprised at the outcome. Again, the outcome is unclear, right? But what I do see is that this creative endeavor, or this endeavor, again, has such potential for success. And this type of success that I'm seeing that leaves a legacy. Like, people will know of your work. People will want to be a part of that process. Like, people will want to understand what happens behind closed doors with that process. I feel like you could have a lot of wisdom to share to upcoming entrepreneurs on their endeavor to help them reach a level of success that they imagine for themselves. So yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of what's going on right now is just to make you stronger, and this sign is to not give up. What has been sidetracking you and happening to you is not a sign of this is not meant for you. That is it is quite the opposite. This has great potential for success, and so they just want you to be more determined than ever to get this finished. Okay, well, these are all the messages that I have, because I feel like I'm just going to be repeating myself, but I hope pile 3 that this resonated with you, and until the next one, bye.